Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Josh Thomas here from TheBitBlock, and today I'm going to be casually discussing my thoughts. This is basically a review for Rhythm Heaven MegaMix on the Nintendo 3DS. So, this is totally unscripted. We're trying something new here. I usually hate doing reviews, but maybe if I just get to kind of talk from the heart about the game, it'll be more entertaining for me, and hopefully it'll be really helpful for you. So, fun fact, I've actually been playing this game since last summer, and it just came out this summer. And what's even more funny is I was playing it a lot around E3 2015, and it launched actually during E3 2016. I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. This game is fantastic. I love this game. It is so filled with charm and character. The music is great. The rhythm gameplay works really well, and there is so much content. All right, well, that's the end of the review. No, I guess I gotta go in a little bit more detail than that. So, essentially, I think what makes this game so enjoyable for me is it has so much character. It really, most rhythm games, you don't really get character with them. This game has around 100 music games to play. And in all of those music games, you will see a ton of different little characters, different little scenarios in which you're playing along with the music. And I think that's something that is so, kind of original and exclusive to Rhythm Heaven. You'll see monkeys, you'll see seals, you'll see silly looking people, you'll see samurais and ninjas, you'll see lumberjacks, you'll see all sorts of other animals, and you'll see little germs underneath a microscope and aliens, and I can't say enough great things about the characters in this game, and I really love the art style in Rhythm Heaven MegaMix, and just Rhythm Heaven in general. I think it's just such a great art style. So, if you're looking for a game that is not only going to be great to play, but you also want a really charming aspect to it as well, oh my god, you are definitely going to find it in Rhythm Heaven MegaMix. Another thing, like I said, I mentioned it really quick earlier, but this game has a lot of games to play. There is around 100 different songs to play, and they're, for the most part, I honestly would say maybe about 75% of the music in this game is really catchy, and I enjoyed it. There's only a few tracks here and there that I thought were just kind of meh. But this is obviously, it's a rhythm game, so it's about music, so it's very important to get that right, and they definitely nailed it. Some of the stuff in this game is, so essentially I should probably point out, Rhythm Heaven MegaMix is a massive compilation of everything that this series has always offered. So you get games returning from the Game Boy Advance version of Rhythm Heaven. You get them from the DS game, from Wii, and of course you get a bunch of new games that are exclusive to MegaMix. So there's just such a great, it's like a library, it's like a museum of Rhythm Heaven, and so I really think it's very difficult to get bored with this game. You can also, obviously, if you haven't played Rhythm Heaven before, you wouldn't know this, you're judged based on how well you do in the music game, and so you will have that aspect of wanting to play again and again to get a better score, because you actually have to get a passing score just to move on in the game, so there is definitely some replay value in just playing the music again and again. And it's kind of like, when you have a favorite song and you want to hear it again and again, I think that aspect actually applies to Rhythm Heaven MegaMix. You'll have games that you just really like the music to, so you'll want to play it again and again for that reason as well. It's also great to have this on a handheld, I feel. You can take your headphones, put them on, you can take it on the go with you to wherever you're going and play it a little bit. It's definitely got a very pick up and play quality to it, because the music games last maybe about 1.5 to 2 minutes. So it's just such a great series to be playing on the go. I should point out that the game is really simple to play as well. I mean, most of this game you literally play just by pressing one button, and that is the A button. There are some games that have a little bit more to do, a few more buttons to press, but most of this game is just tap the A button with the rhythm. And it's always really well explained to you as well. Tapping the button to jump up as the monkey when you're having a slumber party or something like that. It's really easy to understand. In fact, last year I actually had my mother play this game just because I was curious if she would be able to understand it. And she was doing pretty well. She was starting to get the hang of the games and she was enjoying herself, she didn't want to quit. So I think this is so great how this game has that very casual appeal to it to people who maybe don't play games because of the charming characters and the silly addictive to listen to music and the easy controls, but it also has a definite hardcore quality to it, because getting a perfect or getting a good score on these games is actually not easy. So it's great to see how this appeals to both audiences. And yeah, I mean, there's maybe not a ton of things to do in this game. There are some little bonus bits of content. There's a whole bunch of unlockables, but they're not necessarily the greatest thing in the world. You can unlock the music so you can just listen to it without having to play the game. You can unlock little extra props to just kind of collect. They don't do anything though. There are some little extra bonus mini games that have to do with rhythm, but a lot of them are kind of recycled from past Rhythm Heaven games. There's not a lot of new content there. So for the most part, yeah, this is a game where you're gonna be playing the main music and there's not a lot of bonus content. That's maybe the only thing that I think is maybe slightly underwhelming in this game, but it really doesn't matter that much. This is a fantastic game. It is loaded with charm. I love the characters. You're definitely going to smile while playing this. You will get some giggles going. And the music is addictive. It's great. It works so well on the 3DS. I can't say enough good things about it. Overall, I'm giving Rhythm Heaven MegaMix a 9 out of 10. Do yourself a favor, download this. It is one of the most fun games that I've actually played on the Nintendo 3DS. And it is certainly one of the best music games, if not the best music game that I've ever played. Keep it locked right here to TheBitBlock for a lot more coverage on all things Nintendo and all things Rhythm Heaven. Hey, thanks for watching this video from TheBitBlock. If you want to stay up to date with some of the most original, crazy Nintendo coverage on the internet, be sure to click right here to subscribe.